WarGames!
Oh! What the hell? I thought Rhea Ripley was going to be out for months!
If you come at the king, you best not miss.
Acknowledge us!
Hey, guys, we're here at the Red Carpet Ring. We'll talk about how to book Women's Survivor Series WarGames match. You guys get the likes of this. We come into the ring. We're going to talk more about this one of how the booking should go. How are you going to book the women's? I don't like how this parent's going. Like I said, just some ideas. But I mentioned some earlier, like I said. We're going to figure out what's the best scenario. How can we do this? What would be the best way to book these particular matches? How can we get this going? What would be the best way possible? And we gotta see how that will go. Now I'm going to have it's going to be a booking, but I'm going to have it with a twist. That's how I'm going to book this whole thing. You're gonna see how I set this up, guys, and I'll tell you how this will start to finish, who I have on each team. Now I'll go over one team first, and then I'll go over the next team. So who will win what? Who will do what? Let's go over one team first. You guys go get the likes up. Let's get into it. But now, we recall IYO SKY match. IYO SKY match with Morgan. The war against women's WarGames is not happy from not vested. Will probably want to watch it. Don't blame you. But let's get into it, guys. I'm going to go into myself. I'm going to go into we'll go into each team. The teams we have now, it's not going to be exactly that whole team. This is how we'll do it. Let's go over Team Liv first. For one, this will be Team Liv. Team Liv will be this squad here. I will have Liv, Raquel Rodriguez, IYO SKY, Kairi Sane, and Dakota Kai. And I'm going to tell you why I would set it up this way. It makes sense. I'll explain in a second why it will go down like this. And the reason for that being, the reason I would set it up like that, because this is Raw. And I'm going, of course, to on the main roster. They don't have to necessarily get along, but they're fighting for, it's not team supremacy either, I get that, but we're talking about story. Most of the stories is going to be on the same show. That's how I would book it. Now, if you look at the team, I'm going to mention in a second how this team will go. The way this team will go, actually, that makes sense. Let me get this little, you see everybody on there. We got Liv, Morgan. We have Raquel Rodriguez, IYO SKY, Kairi Sane, Dakota Kai. Now, IYO SKY, she's been mostly in a tag team, right? She's in that stable to damage control. All three of them can work together to win for their team. Now, despite IYO SKY, going to fight Liv Morgan for the Women's World Championship, she could still work with Liv and Raquel. Raquel's the power. Liv got the smart whisk. IYO got you already mentioned IYO, what she could do in a WarGames match. Dakota does her thing in WarGames. She's had a lot of appearances, a lot of experience. And Kairi, the only one that has a lot of experience is Liv. They could definitely battle it out. These five could battle it all out. I know Dakota Kai just came back from injury. I'm not expecting some major hot shot and doing something crazy. That's for IYO. I can still see this team working very well together. You have the whole damage control, IYO, who's always aligned with Dakota and Kairi. They're stable. Most stables are known to be together when it comes to WarGames matches. We see that in history. We've seen Bloodline in WarGames matches. We've seen Undisputed Era in NXT. And, we seen Judgment Day do it last year. Then Raquel and Liv also on the same page. So this could be a very good way to set this up. All women can go against each other. Now, I know the other team got more stronger women, but it ain't about strength and WarGames. It's about being smart too. So that's the team I would have set up. Liv, Raquel, IYO, Dakota, Kyrie. That's team one. That's one team right there I have. Now let's go to the second team. Second team will be Team Rhea. This is Team Rhea. And this how we do Team Rhea. Storyline. Rhea Ripley, Bianca and Jade will stay on the same team. Tag team champions. They have the beef, Even though it just started, they beat it for the belts. They retain their titles against Liv and Raquel. I get it. What I would do, which I don't understand, why Bayley isn't in this match. Bayley, who's had a history with damage control, but also can use her strength and smarts to help her team for Team Rhea. Now, and she's also aligned with Naomi. Now, I know she hasn't had the best relationship with Bianca Belair, because she made Bianca Belair run tough. But if they could put IYO with Bianca, why not put Bayley with Bianca? They all came from damage control. And that's what Survivor Series is about. People who normally don't team together. And they're on the same show, SmackDown. So this is the team I would set up. You got Rhea leading the pack. You got the tag team champs. You got Bayley, who always does her thing in WarGames matches. I think she's done 3 matches, I want to say. Naomi, her and Bayley can work together. Bianca and Jay can work together. And Rhea can work together, all of them. And this will be the key to having them win. It could be the key. Now, here's where things get interesting. I'm gonna have a little turning point with this match, how it booked. And I don't know if it'll be a most popular move, but I think it'll work out just fine. Now that's how I would do it. We've seen this at WarGames before, especially for the NXT division. We've seen this time and time again. Now, the way I would do it, what's the best way to do it? I will have the match going on. Like I said, this is a very good stacked team. And we saw that they have the power on their side in Rhea, Bianca, Jade, and Bayley. And, the other team you have, the only power you got is Raquel. Now, there is, if you notice on both teams, I've taken out Nia Jax, Tiffany Stratton, Candice LeRae. Taking all 3 of them out, and I inserted. I'm talking about both teams all together. I took them all out because I don't think they're needed. But what they can do to set this up, like I said, could be a good turning point within this match. Now, this could be, I would say, right when she goes into the WarGames, she get to kick it off. But the way I would do it for this particular match, you could have Naomi kick it off for her team, or she could be the second person to go in. But here's the kicker. When you do have Naomi going in to set up for her spot, and this is where things will get very interesting. You have Naomi go in, like I said, maybe I would have Bayley kick it off to prove that she's down for the team. You have Naomi going second or first, whatever it matters. It's pretty much interchangeable at this point. But the way I would do it, though, when Naomi does go into the inside the cage, what I would do, you have her come out. She does her thing. She's cheered on by her teammates and everything. Everyone's happy to see Naomi get onto the scene. She seems like she's going to be advantage to help. What you can do, which would be a good scenario, what I would do is have Naomi go in first or second. It don't even matter. first and second. Like I said, we're gonna highlight on Naomi. We'll highlight on that. So we'll highlight Naomi. Should be going in, like I said, first and second. What you can do, have her go in. She goes and get ready. But here's the crazy part. She goes in, she gets really attacked. She gets attacked bad. She gets attacked so bad, she's taken out of the WarGames match, and it goes from being 5 women to 4 because this one is gone. What happens? Candice LeRae comes out of nowhere. She can attack Naomi even before she go in. She could get it could be her, Tiffany, and Nia. All 3 of them could take her out. It could be because Candice and Naomi be going at it on SmackDown. She could take Naomi out and take her out of the match, and the refs let everyone know the match. Naomi could no longer compete. And that puts this dominant team that we have here of 5 women at now a disadvantage. Now it went from 5, it started off, now it's going to 4. And it'll be these 4 against these 5. I can see that happening. It could be a very good situation. Very good situation. And it would be perfect, actually. There will be no more Naomi as far as that goes. Like I said, it makes things very, very interesting for the Survivor Series match. Very interesting. Like I said, and we've seen this in WarGames before. You start off with 5, then you end up getting 4. This has happened plenty of times. But, like I said, there's more to the story. And when we do that, like I said, because Naomi's taken out of commission, really taken out, now it comes down to they're short. Like I said, what started off so good, so dominant, look like they can't be beatable, look like an all-star team. That's why I set it up like that. And now it goes from 5 to 4. What are you going to do? This is what we get now. There's no more Naomi. And now it gives this team a chance to possibly win the match. Because now, since the other team's down an extra person, no one's going to step up. Now that gives this team that looked like they had no size advantage. Now they have the strength and numbers apply. I think that'll be good. So, like I said, you start off with this team. I don't like teams they got. I say you start with this team against this team. This team against this team. Good 5-on-5. I know people say size advantage for this team. True. But Candice takes out Naomi. And now we go down from this team to that. And then they work their way up. And what happened is, despite this team looking like they're down and out, the size advantage, the strength in numbers, Bianca, Jade, and Bayley. Now Bayley, who I said was really going to work with Naomi, Naomi's out of the equation. She's out of the match. Now Bayley really has to work well, not just with Rhea, but Bianca mostly and Jade. I know Jade really don't have no beef with Bayley because she just got to WWE a year ago, but now they're going to have to work together. And guess what? These 4 women work together so well, so cohesively, that they end up shutting down this team. They shut down this team. That's what it comes down to. And I think if you do it like that, that will make things so interesting. No one will expect that to come. But you got to have Candice, Nia, and Tiffany all take that out. That's how I would do that situation there. That's how I would do that. And I think it'll make perfect sense to do that. I think it'll be great. And I think that'll be good for the squad. Very good for the squad. And then next thing you know, Since they're working so well together, they're gonna be unstoppable, and they're gonna shut down that whole team, even with IYO and having a numbers advantage over them. They're gonna work so well together, and when they work so well together, it's gonna come to Bayley and Bianca. It's gonna be they're gonna be unbeatable, and you're gonna come to a good understanding. Like, we had beef, but we all pulled it out together. And the way I would book this, the finish, you could have actually Bayley get the win for her team. She could pin Liv or Raquel, whoever, and this would be the winner. I would have the winner of Rhea Ripley, Bianca Belair, Jade Cargill, Bayley, -1, Naomi taken out, and they defeat this team right here, which would be Liv, Raquel, IYO SKY, Dakota Kai, and Kairi Sane. Now, I know IYO, I don't know if she's a babyface or a tweener. I don't know how that would go, but this is mostly a heel team, and this here mostly will be a babyface team. Mostly babyfaces win at Survivor Series WarGames events. That's how we do that. Simone Production, salute to you. Feel good back stream. Appreciate you coming out, bro. Appreciate it. Finally, The Rock has come back to RCR. Hear that, man. It's good to have you here. Team is ultimate, yes, but that's how I will book this particular WarGames, guys. This team here, the way I see it, this is how I feel when I see these WarGames set up together.
And no yeet.
This is the best way to book it.
And that's all I had regarding how to book Women's Survivor Series WarGames match. You guys let me know if you agree or disagree. How would you book this Women's WarGames match coming into Survivor Series? Soon 2 videos will pop up, guys. Click the links below to the 2 videos. Until then, you guys already know what it is. It is OUT.